Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Welcome back to Reaction Sports. So you've seen the clip going around where Chennedy Carter got a flagrant one foul for knocking down America's sweetheart, depends on the part of America you're from, Caitlin Clark here. But I want to show you the full clip, which you haven't seen a lot going around, right? So let's just jump straight to it. But before we jump to it, don't forget to like, don't forget to share, subscribe, and comment below. It's a small thing for you, but it means a great big deal for the channel as we continue to keep this movement going forward. All right, so let's look at it. So let's, in this video, let me see if I can make it a little bit bigger here. There we go. Let me go up a little bit there. There we go. So as we look at this, we can see clearly this is Chennedy going for a rebound, battling out with Caitlin Clark, right? So that's the clip. Caitlin Clark's not even being super aggressive on the boards. We talk about the lapse in her game. Why is she backing out here and not competing for this rebound? Why did she stop competing? I don't know. But she comes in and she tries to snatch the ball away late. Kind of getting a little tussle with her and her teammates, which is all fine. It's all basketball. Knocks the ball away. You know, they end up scoring, right? Aaliyah Boston with the rebound. And this is what you don't see. Caitlin Clark commenced to talk smack to Chennedy Carter after the play, right? So here we go. Rebound. She jumps in. It was a foul, but nobody called it. And then she's literally talking cash, money, trash as she's going up the court, which is fine, you know, fine. But what a lot of people are failing to miss is that a lot of people are getting tired of it, right? And Chennedy goes and gives her a little bump. And I'm not going to lie, it was off the ball, uncalled for, completely uncalled for. But what you don't see, a couple things. I'm going to get some deeper commentary a little bit in a second. But look at here. Look at number 4 for the Sky, right? She's got to get into it. And the disdain right here with Caitlin Clark, you know, and how she's being picked up and how she's being received is not all that pleasant. Look at the energy. And then there goes Chennedy Carter with a foul. And then up top, you can see Angelreese celebrating the play. You can see the whole bench. I don't know what it is about Caitlin Clark, but her fellow players are not feeling her. And then another thing you do see also, Aaliyah Boston saw this and she's not aggressively defending her teammate, right? We see all that in this clip. I also have another clip I just want to show you guys really quick. This is a really short one, but you can see the same two players, you know, Caitlin Clark shoving Chennedy, you know, a little shove in the back, you know what I mean? A little aggressive ball. So one of the things about Caitlin Clark, she is not a demure victim in any way, right? She gives as much as she gets. She's a basketball player, and part of playing ball is the physicality. The WNBA today can really be translated into the NBA in the 1980s, right? Very physical game, more fouls than anything, and the players are allowed to get away with it. Is that on them or is that on the refs to kind of change the narrative of what is allowed and what isn't allowed, all right? So post-game, this is the Chennedy Carter, talking with the press. So let's have a listen.
Kind of on the play before bumping in with Caitlin, it seemed like she turned to you a little bit after the.
So first, Chennedy said, or the reporter said, after the play, Caitlin bumped in you. Did she turn to you and say something? And Chennedy said yes. Then after she said yes, she said this.
I ain't answering no Caitlin Clark question.
I'm not answering any Caitlin Clark questions. So what we saw, at least from the media following that play, people have said that Chennedy came and called her the B word before she shoved her, right? Did all that stuff. And might have been true, but I just want to give the full context in saying that this didn't come from just nowhere. It wasn't just some random occurrence. This was a series of plays that was initiated by Caitlin Clark from the beginning. Now, did Chennedy get a flagrant one call? Yes. Should Chennedy have retaliated when she felt aggrieved? She felt she was fouled on the play earlier when they lost the ball. And, truth be told, they end up losing the game by 2 points, right? By 1 point. So that 2 point, difference could have made a difference in the game. And it was a foul by Caitlin Clark. It was Caitlin Clark then rubbing it in Chennedy Carter's face. It was then, at that point, that Chennedy decided to retaliate. So that's just it. I don't fall to the jealousy thing because I don't even really see her teammates, going in hard to defend Caitlin Clark. Now, why is that? I don't know. I can't. It's something is off about this whole scenario. And maybe it is just the media trying to paint her out as this darling. And the girls aren't just having it. They are not having it at all. And that's just the way it is right now. So before you do all this, before you go in with any hate at Chennedy, any hate at Caitlin Clark, just remember at the end of the day, these girls or these women are basketball players. They're doing their thing, right? And basketball is a physical sport. You have aggressive players. You have enforcers. There's a part to play for everyone, and everyone needs to play their part. What's not happening is people aren't playing their parts. So we're getting a little weirdness from that standpoint, but is 100% true that with the media attention that Caitlin Clark has drawn a ton of eyeballs on the WNBA. The Indiana Fever has sold out, 7 out of their 9 games. They've already reached their attendance numbers from last year. And they are still not a good team. And the WNBA is having a problem with their star player being the most disliked player. This isn't even a Jordan situation where, they're coming at him hard, and he has to battle through and prove. I see a lot of disdain. It ain't just a black and white issue on the court. I'm seeing this from all segments. We remember Diana Taurasi at the beginning of the year. She was like, Caitlin it ain't going to be easy as it is playing Iowa like it is playing in the WNBA, right? Because this isn't, and we saw early number 4 for the Sky, she was kind of like the same way. So it's something amiss going on, right? If there's smoke, there's fire. Obviously, we see Angel Reese celebrating. We see Chennedy retaliating. But you also got to get the full story. Caitlin Clark has been a brat. In many ways, she's been giving it to some of these players too, right? And a perfect example is how she was coming at Chennedy beforehand. So if you're giving it like that, you're already not liked by the women in the WNBA, then at the end of the day, you have to be accountable for how you treat people, how you're always crying for calls and things like that. And the media is kind of putting you in a no-win situation. And I don't think that's fair for Caitlin either. So what do you guys think? Let me know. Appreciate you guys. Catch you on the flip easy. Peace. And as you head out, as you stay to the end of the video, I really appreciate it. Don't forget to hit the like button. It's a very, very small thing, but it means a lot to the growth of the channel as we're bringing you more and more content, because not a lot of people is talking about it from the full perspective and the full spectrum. And I think it's important that we always have balanced reporting. I am Mr. Opinion. Don't get me wrong and don't get it twisted. And I do have an opinion, but we also have to come with a balance We don't have to be balanced. Let me take that back. You don't have to be balanced. We all have our teams. We all have our people we cheer for, right? Do I cheer more for Angel Reese than I do Caitlin Clark? Absolutely. Do I want the WNBA to succeed? Yes. Is it hard to watch WNBA games? Absolutely. They have a lot of bad plays, just bad basketball. And I wish it was better. But with me wishing it was better doesn't make it better, right? And it really isn't watchable. The college basketball is way more watchable than this, especially at the top level, right? And I haven't put my finger on why I find it more entertaining. But the WNBA in the fourth quarter, it gets a little bit better. It is more watchable. But to sit through a full game, I wouldn't recommend anybody doing that, especially on the WNBA. And I for sure won't be. Because I tried to do a watch along with the game. And it was pretty awful to slog through and to commentate on because the action wasn't where it needs to be. And that's just the reality of it. Is this kind of bickering back and forth, is this going to bring eyeballs to the game long term? I don't think so. You can't have, this won't work long term, right? Especially when Caitlin Clark isn't winning. But what can happen, it kind of gets the conversation going and get people involved. And I absolutely think that that's a good thing. But that's it. I said that was all I said about that. I had to add a little bit at the end. But either way, thank y'all for joining me. Catch you on the flip easy. I'm going to stop recording. Peace.